Good day to all. We will now having our part 17 for our study on the doctrine of sin. So otherwise known as the Hammer theology, and we will continue on actual sins. Where we left off from our last lesson, yung mga different meanings, terminologies, and other aspects of the actual sins, yung mga categories, yung mga types, yung kanilang mga different meanings when it comes to the composition, actualization of the subject of actual sins. Inaral natin previously yung actual sins composed of omission, sin of omission, and sin of commission. Naaral din natin yung sin against God, sin against our neighbors, at saka yung sin against ourselves. Ngayon naman, dadako tayo din sa other aspects of actual sins, which Maastricht would call internal and external. So madali itong tandaan, very basic lang ito, yung wordings na ito, yung internal sins, what are they, and saka yung external sins, what are they. So according to this book, again, by Petrus van Maastricht, says here that the poets from the subject on actual sins, it is either internal or of the heart or soul, sin from the heart or sin from the very soul of man. And then tinatawag na internal sin. When we committed a particular sin which we call internal or internal sin, those are sin in actuality coming from the heart of man, or other translation, coming from the soul of man. So makikita raw yun sa Job chapter 36 verse 13 at yung Psalm chapter 14 verse 1. Okay, it is also called external. One of the classification of the actual sins, aside from internal sins, ay may tinatawag na external sin. Yung kanyang counterpart, Kung may internal, may external. Okay. What are these? External sins can be seen on Matthew chapter 15 verse 19. Yung first of the mouth, sin committed, yung words that comes from the mouth of man, from our mouth, human beings. Matthew 5:22, makikita yon. And then of the work, yung manifestation ng actual sin which are external. That's why they called it as external sins. Ay makikita rin yun sa Psalm chapter 14 verse 1. Again, yet in external sins, also internal sin joins with it. So meron na namang intermingling, inseparable, joining, union of the two kinds of sin, two kinds of actual sin, yung internal and external, they joined hand in hand, Meron din silang joining hand in hand. Sa Matthew 15 verse 19, magsabay sila, nagmamanifest, sa kasalanan ng ginagawa ng mga tao. And that is such a way that it forms not a double sin, or willing to commit theft and committing there constitute not two but only one sin. So in the joining together of both the internal and the external sins, pag nag-actualize ito at nag-operate, because of the actual sinning of men, sinners, they are not constituting two different aspects of sins, but they are in fact one sin in themselves. Iisang kasalanan lang yun, isa. So whether you are sinning internally and sinning externally, both of them are considered as one and only one sin. Nagkakasala ka, sa isang kasalanan. But also, it rather two degrees of one sin. Yes, yung category nila, Yung differentiation nila, pwede natin sabihin na there are 2 degrees of that one particular sin. And the 2 degrees, yun nga yung internal and the other one is the external. These are 2 degrees of sin or rather 2 degrees of one sin. Okay? Yun ang ibig sabihin dito ni Maastricht. So again, internal sins, although they never exclude the whole will of man, yet do they frequently exclude the prior consent of the will, as is evident in the original defect and in the motions towards sin which they call primary first. Okay? Yun daw primary first motion of sin, yung tinatawag na internal sin. Kasi dun from the heart pa lang, from the soul of man, ay nandun na, nag-ooperate na talaga yung internal sin, gusto na mag-manifest. At ito'y fully manifested kapag ito'y lumabas na. From the heart, it goes out from the mouth, then you will speak it, and it will manifest through external action. Okay? So, mga lumalabas sa bibig, yun yung kasalanan na nagmamanifest externally, yung mga wrong words that comes from our mouth, coming from the heart, ay nanggagaling ito from the internal motion, the primary first motion of sin, which is internal, and then it goes out din sa secondary motion of that particular first motion, yung external sin. Sometimes they have consent of the will that is indeed prior but only half full, with occurs in mortified sin, in Romans chapter 7, verse 15. Most frequently, they obtain the full consent of the will in James chapter 1, verse 15. I will continue reading, no? Tapos ipapaliwanag natin, no? In a short while. And as from these three, or rather from this, there arise diverse degrees. So may mga degrees of sin, no? Inangay, internal and the external degrees. First of sins and then of penalties. So there does not arise either a total absence of sin, which would belong to the primary first motions. Okay? Laging may primary first motions. Ano yun? Yung internal sins. No? Nandun pa lang sa heart and soul and mind. Hindi pa tayo na ilalabas in its actual form sa external. Meron ng tinatawag na internal or the primary first motions, which we call the internal sin. Or different species of sin, meron tinabanggit dito si Maastricht sa venial, which would be said of the secondary first motion, and mortal sins, which would belong only to the second motions, just as we will speak more obviously against the papist in its own place. So may narinig tayong venial sins at saka mortal sins. Mamaya i-explain natin kung bakit ba nabanggit dito ni Maastricht yung dalawang category naman ng particular sins na yon under the heading of the internal and the external sin. So babasahin lang natin, no? Itong nasa screen natin. Sabi dito sa internal or external sins. Internal sins can be seen rather from Job chapter 36 verse 13. Sabi rito, the godless in heart cherish anger. They do not cry for help when he binds them. So meron tinatawag na godless in heart. No, kaya sa yung operation niya na internal sins from the heart, it cherishes anger. May galit na doon sa puso, nag-internalize na, no? From within the internal aspect, yung heart and soul, na nag-uugat na yung paggawa ng kasalanan, internally pa lang, before it comes out in its external form. The Psalm 14 verse 1, the fool says in his heart, again, internal sin coming from the heart, because the fool is saying within his heart, there is no God. So pag sinasabi daw ng mga taong unbelievers na walang Diyos at hindi sila naniniwalang may Diyos, sila sa kanilang puso ay nagkakaroon na talaga ng internal sin, because from the heart, lumalabas na nga yung external sin na ipoproduce na ng kanilang speeches at na-actualize na through their sayings that there is no God. They are corrupt, they do abominable deeds, there is none who does good. Doon naman sa external sin, sabi rito, yung ating verse dito is sa Matthew chapter 15 verse 19. For out of the heart come evil thoughts, murder, adultery, sexual immorality, theft, false witness, slander. So ayan na, yung manifestation ng external sin, kitang-kita doon sa deliberation ng Matthew chapter 15 verse 19. From the heart, internal, then comes from evil thoughts to murder. Nagko-commit na ng nagko-commit na sila ng adultery, sexual immorality, yung external manifestation from that internal sin coming from the heart. Meron nang lumalabas na actual sinning because of that particular first motion and then the secondary motion, yung sexual immorality, adultery nga, murder, theft, false witness, at saka slander. And many other things na makikita natin yan sa different passages of the Bible. At dito lastly, yung Romans chapter 7 verse 15, for I do not understand my own actions, for I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate. In Romans chapter 7 verse 15. Yan naman daw po yung parang yung union, no? Simultaneous acting of both the internal and the external sinning of man. Okay? For I do not understand, sabi ni Paul, my own actions, for I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate. James 1:15. Then desire, when it has conceived, gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. Yun na, again, dual manifestation ng internal and external. May desire from the heart, which is internal, nagko-conceive, it gives birth to sin. Pag na-actualize into external sin, sin will be fully grown and bring forth yung death penalty. Spiritual, yung physical, spiritual, at saka yung eternal death. Okay, so from our next meeting, i-define natin kung ano ba yung meaning ng venial sin at saka mortal sin and how it goes along with our study and subject of sin. Okay, that ends our part 17, I think, no? And again, I would like to greet you a very pleasant day. And Lord willing, we will be seeing each other again in as soon as possible time. God bless everybody and see you next time. Thank you so much.